Hi there. I thought I'd talk about how I book live mentoring with my students. Now, I have been playing around with using Teachable, and I may in the future create a course that people pay and sign up for, and then I move them out of that course into an alumni group later on so that only the current bookings are here. But at the moment, I'm using a service called bookme, or Blab, Book Like a Boss, but it's bookme.name. And then if you go to /silkcharm, you can see what I've done here. I've got a promo video and an about me, and it's pretty easy to create these products and services or packages. So I have 2 mentoring sessions, one for Saturday and one for during the week. One's for small business and one's for bigger business. The back end looks like this. So you book like a boss. You set up all your booking schedule in your calendar and how much you're going to charge. Book me, take all the payments, and then under orders, I can see under orders all my bookings that have come in. So when I get a booking that's come in, and BookMe is going to have Zapier later this year, I think is on their roadmap. But once they've got Zapier, I'll automate all this. At the moment, I can't. I've got to go to YouTube, and I'm going to set up a live hangout or I guess a private live session. And the way that I do that is I go to my little face and I click on Create a Studio, and that takes me here. And where you want to be is under live streaming events, and it's youtube.com/my_live_events. And these are my completed events live now. And then I can also have bookings and what's coming up, so I can see them all there. I click New Live Event, and this is all pre-filled in, but private, and the lady's name's Katie, and she wants it, I think, in 2 weeks. I can change these later. 12:30 p.m. And sorry, that goes down there to the 2nd. And then the end time is July the 2nd, but we'll make it 3. Private session for Katie times 2. She's booked 2. And I sometimes put private in here so I can find them again as well. I have to change that from public. I don't want everybody joining in. And I'm going to change it just to unlisted because I don't have her email address yet. So I'm not sure what email address to send. With private, you've got to send out an invitation. So unlisted just means I can give her a link, but only people with the link will see it. I'm going to use quick Google Hangouts, and that's about it. Create an event. Schedule times after. That's because it's 3 p.m. I did that deliberately just to test you. Click Create Event. And now I have a private session here for Katie. So I'm just going to click on that one. And if I send her this link, all she'll see is the date and time that the session's going to be. Now, if I need her to join in, this is what we do. I'm going to take this back and pretend that it's live and it needs to happen now. So I'll say Start Hangout on Air. Now remember, you only do this when you're actually ready to start. When I click Start Hangout on Air, bring this over here. Hey, there I am. And I can screen share from here if I want to talk to them and talk them through a screen. I'm waiting for this to load at the moment. I can add a lower third, which is this thing here, so that you can have your name and any other details on the bottom. Yay me. And that will show up down here. And what else can we do? We can change the color. I can reverse it. And then the next thing that I do is I make sure my microphone and my video camera are on. And over here where it says, just drop that down a little bit, invite people. I click invite people. I put the email address of the person that is joining me. I usually ask them back in here. I email them and say, what email address would you like me to connect you with? And I also give them instructions so they can check their microphone. And when I invite them in here, this one is so that they can actually join me on the session. They can share their screen. There's 2 heads here, 2 talking heads, and so on. If you don't want them joining you on the screen, when you do Google Hangouts, don't invite them here. Just give them the link here. Send them that link, and then all they can do is leave comments and connect with you. That's how I do it. If I have a large volume of people, I also go into events. What I don't do, I'll give you a tip because I did this and it was an error, is I can create a booking. I'll just do one here, edit event. I can put the event in and I can add the person's name and invite them, and I can say add video call, which is also a Google Hangout, but it doesn't save it. And I like my clients to be able to go back and see the videos later on. So they just have to go to that link and they'll watch the video that was recorded. If you've got any questions, let me know, but that's a quick and easy way of setting up a booking system and then creating a YouTube live hangout for a webinar, and then having a link that you can send people. Remember, you have to make the link private and have email addresses, and you might want to use Google Events for that if you're going to have a large volume of people that are paying. But if you just want the word to get out, but invitation, then use these links. So I like this for one-on-one. It's very useful. I think there's a lot of probably other tools here that I'm not using that I should be using. But and last but not least, on the video itself, we're waiting for the appointment to happen. Click on Embed. You'll either be given a link or you can click on Embed in a website and copy this. Put it into the HTML section of your Teachable or your WordPress, and that will give you the whole video on those sites, which means you could actually ask students to come and watch you demonstrate something live without inviting them in or anything like that, just by embedding this video into a lecture on Teachable. And it will have a countdown timer on it because YouTube does that automatically until you've gone live. So that's also useful. Thanks. See you in the next lecture.